Big Brother's bid on the side. And just like Andy Murray, we also struggle to get past the semi.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. I haven't had one for ages.
Right, I think it's time to meet the panel. And what a lineup we've got for you tonight. First up is a journalist who was the first female editor of Jackie magazine.
Of what?
Jackie magazine.
Jackie Travis has got a magazine?
No, don't be daft.
Oh.
It's only Nina Rishkov.
She might have one when she comes out, you never know.
do.
Next up is a former Big Brother resident whose acidic tweets about the housemates make Andy Murray look like an happy-go-lucky bloke. It's Luke Marsden! Go for it.
Luke.
Don't troll me, don't troll me.
And finally, providing some upbeat relief to the panel is a singer and soon-to-be Panto star. There ain't no party like an Escort party! It's Tina Burner!
Yes, Tina!
So, Big Brother has done it again. Another exciting twist. But what do you lot make of it, eh? Hi, guys. You look lovely.
Hello.
Nina?
Yeah.
What do you think about Gina and Dexter being in the safe house? Are you pleased?
I am pleased, but actually, I really wanted the other two to go in.
Did you?
Well, I think being cooped up with Wolfie in a basement would be absolutely torture for anybody, and I would quite like to see that happening. And I also would have loved to have seen Wolfie's face when she thought she was being evicted.
Yeah.
I really would have loved to have seen that. And I think there would have been far more tension in that room, whereas Dexter and Gina are going to form a really strong team. They are very alike. They're both survivors. They're both manipulative. They're both cunning.
Yay.
And he is so grateful at having been saved.
I know. His
mean,
reaction was
really, his
incredible.
reaction was, you know, you could see it coming. His lips were trembling when he was first talking to Emma, and then he just broke. I mean, so he's
I can't wait
thrilled.
to see the emotion in that little tiny room. I think it's going to be brilliant. Luke, what do you think having immunity will do to them?
Oh, I mean, it is literally like putting Mr. Burns and Smithers together in a basement. I mean, that's effectively what they've done now. I think they will absolutely... Well, it doesn't matter at this point. I just think they're going to revel in the fact that they're going to be immune. They'll have that power. Dexter will go absolutely ego crazy with it. What I love more is the fact that now Wolfie thinks the public love her and they're going to get it to the final. That's what I love more than
What a
anything.
shock! What a
Except
shock!
she heard Wolfie out.
No, that was the...
And she was just sitting there.
That was the animals. The animals were talking to her. She didn't hear anything at that point.
I heard nothing.
She heard nothing.
Tina, how do you want to see the housemates mess with the other housemates? So how would you like to see Gina and Dexter mess with the other housemates?
I just want them to kind of, you know, see all the conversations, hopefully see what the housemates really think of them, and then, like, just go in and go, right, you know, just get up in people's faces. It's going to be fireworks.
You want fireworks!
Gina
wants fireworks!
Fireworks! Yeah, Gina's a feisty girl.
Fireworks.
You know, she's going to... Dexter's more kind of sneaky, but he'll do good.
He's the most sneaky person I've ever seen. Everyone says him out straight away.
He's very smart. Because he sensed that something was going to happen. After Gina went, he sat there and he said, I think there's something, I can feel it. I think there's going to be a double eviction.
He did say that. But
really...
do you know what? I think them two are going to be a really good pairing in the safe house. What are you lot thinking of tonight's twist? What are we thinking? Brilliant!
Brilliant!
Talk to me.
Hello, darling.
Hello, bye.
I think Big Brother is one of the best things they've ever done.
It is.
And
See,
put
because
the best people in the house.
We've had a little bit of Twitter stuff saying, oh, we've had the bed sit, we've had this, we've had that. This is totally
different. They're no longer victimised at all.
No.
Which is so brilliant. I love it. I love you, Big Brother.
We all love Big Brother.
Oh, a massive loving session over there and here. Let's take a peek at how the house is coping with their departure.
I still think she's going to go tonight. Are you all right? No. What's up? You had Dexter going. You got a cheer? You got a cheer?
Such an adrenaline rush, innit? Focus was on Dexter.
No, something's not right still.
But you're still here.
I know.
It's W, you're still
Amazing,
here.
no, amazing, amazing.
I know something's right. It's not been right with something else, but you're right. You're not, he's not going to be up again.
Thanks.
You're not going to be up again. He's not going anywhere.
Well, you can't say that. Something's still not right, though.
Oh, interesting stuff there. And Dan seems really suspicious still. Nina, what do you make of their reactions?
Dan's reaction.
Well, the
whole house.
But
well,
Dan
I mean, Dan is just fantastically relieved. I mean, the last 3 days since he's been nominated, he's been completely paranoid. He's gone completely to pieces. He's lost any faith in himself, his judgment, and everybody else in the house, and he's been a complete mess. Only when sort of Jackie enfolded him and comforted him, that cheered him up a bit. But then when Hazel didn't come to him, that set him off again. And he's really, I mean, fallen to pieces before our eyes. If you watched him before the names were called out, I mean, he was absolutely on the edge.
Yeah.
So he will be feeling so relieved.
Do you think he's going to suss it out, though? If there's anyone to suss it out?
No, I don't. He's not Taggart, is he? Let's be realistic. I mean, to be honest, if I died, if I was killed, right, I would not want nobody kill me. I would not want him to solve my murder because it would just never go unsolved. I would just always be dead.
Yeah, but you can't rise from the dead.
Yeah, well, I'll get Jemima to bring me back to life. She'll be okay.
Tina, how will losing Gina and Dexter affect the rest of the housemates?
I think Dan was definitely, like, still in the game, you know. His confidence will be back now. He'll be back to detective, you know, I am powerful. And Wolfie's going to be interesting because I think the Get Wolfie Out has clearly, like, thrown her.
Do you think they're going to miss them? Because they are two massive characters.
12 of them nominated Dexter, so they'll be thrilled that he's gone. They'll be delighted. They'll be absolutely delighted. And to be perfectly honest, they're probably glad to see the back of Gina, although she's really, you know, been a survivor. She's committed in.
But she's done lazy. She does nothing.
Yeah, but so those are the two people they wanted out from the beginning, and now they're out. So that means that they feel they're left with, well, just us, the good guys.
Well, then it's time to rejoice.
How do you think that the rest of the house is going to react now that obviously Dexter and Gina has gone? They were two quite big characters in storylines the last couple of weeks. What are we thinking?
They're untouchable now, aren't they?
What'd you say again?
They're going to think they're untouchable now.
Do you think?
Yeah, I do.
But they're not, because they're only Dexter! Oh, yes, I love it. Safe house. Right. Good chitty chat, people. Good chitty chat. If you sit on my mic, there's going to be a row. Right. So this is the part of the show where we welcome the Queen of Big Brother.
I'm here.
It's not you. I say Queen, not drag queen. Please be upstanding. Be upstanding. Get up. For the Queen of Big Brother, the gorgeous Emma Willis. I've never called you that, though.
Take a seat.
Oh, my
What
goodness.
leaving you, Emma?
If I have to walk down one more set of stairs in these shoes tonight, I am going to kick
Drama Central. Drama
It was the
Central.
most
She's got a new
dramatic part of the
ponytail and
night.
you've got even higher heels on.
I'm loving that ponytail, by the way.
Thank you.
Whip it for me.
I will whip my hair back and forth.
Whip him in the face.
So
for
come on,
watching.
how was tonight for you?
Do you know what? It was really nice and it was really fun. I didn't have to worry about an eviction interview.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do any of that. It was just, let's be naughty, let's play with them, let's get them out, let's mess with their minds and send them straight back in.
That is exactly what we want. Well, listen,
really good.
How do you think that Dexter and Gina dealt with being told it was a fake fiction? I mean, Dexter's reaction. We need to talk about Dexter's reaction.
Do you know, it was really weird. Like, Gina was a little bit shaky, but I think she was so happy that she got cheered.
Yeah.
But then Dexter kind of came out giving it the whole, I'm just so glad I stayed who I really am. And then when we went, but we've been lying to you, he was like, what? And then he just shook like a leaf in the wind.
I'm not one to talk, let's be fair, for the reactions on TV.
It's really funny. When I came off stage, I was like, oh, my God, that was so dramatic. And somebody went, it was just like Rylan on X-Men.
I was watching it like that. How do you think?
Almost on his knees. Oh no, I can't believe it, Shirley.
Can't breathe. You're lying. How do you think they're going to cope in the safe house?
I think they're going to be absolutely brilliant. Like I heard Nina saying before I had to run up those stairs, they're going to make such a superb alliance in there, I think. And I think they're two great people to be in there. I don't know what would have happened had Dan and Wolfie gone in there. Because of their relationship, I think it would have been quite awkward to watch, which, you know, is sometimes fun, but do we really want to see awkwardness in a safe house?
And Gina
we want to see
a terrible
plotting people. They're like naughty school children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to be amazing.
Well, you know, you lucky thing. You got to go into the house before anybody else.
Yeah.
So let's have a little butchers at that.
Big Brother's been quite hard on our housemates so far. It's only 3 weeks in and already they've endured no cigarettes, basic rations and showering outside, mainly in cold water. However, Big Brother is starting to soften just a little bit by introducing a luxury new pad. However, it's not for all of them. So this is an exclusive sneaky peek and what we're calling the safe house. This is their life of luxury. They'll have a bath each. If they want to have a shower that's not outdoor, then they can just pop in here. Am I taking my clothes off? No. Every whim will be catered for. Double bed each. I feel like American Beauty right now. Fresh bed linen, fresh towels, fresh robes, everything nice and new and fluffy. This is nice, very soft. Plasma TV. It will be fully equipped with headphones so that they could watch and listen to every single thing that is happening in the house the whole time. The one thing that is missing is a kitchen. However, they're not going to need one because whatever they want, they ask for and they get. They are going to have to keep very quiet because behind this door is the garden. So whoever ends up in here, I'm sure they're going to have an absolutely incredible time with their every whim catered for. However, I have no doubt in my mind it's going to stir up a whole heap of trouble.
You look like you had loads of fun in there. Was it really as luxurious as it
Do you know what? It's very small.
Right.
Very small. So I think had Wolfie and Dan gone in there, I think you know there might have been a bit of trouble. Just because of their relationship and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's small. But there's everything in there. Have you seen all the food? Did you see all of that?
It is
there's like a whole tray of chocolates. There's hors d'oeuvres in there that I've never seen before in my life.
We don't get that in our dressing rooms, let alone them lot in the same
I
house.
don't even get a cheese.
How do you think the house is going to get on, obviously, with the departure of Gina and Dexter?
Do you know what? I think as I can't remember who I heard saying it, but I think it will be quite harmonious. They'll think that all the nice ones are there. We've seen Charlie Travers say this evening, you know, she kind of is unsure about
what's going on,
about Wolfie and stuff. But she's really sad to see Dexter go, and you know, Gina, she wanted to go and she felt like it was the time. She got a great reception, so you know, she hasn't burnt any bridges with anybody. You know, I mean, we've got to see what else is going to play out, but. Gina, I'm just like, is she going to do an Alex Reid on us?
I know.
And she went in there to booze. Is she going to come out the winner to cheers?
You never know.
Do you know what? And I'm not trying to sway votes before anyone gets on their fucking high horse. But I just every day watch her and see people liking her even more.
It's true.
And I think this safe house, you know, if she plays it right, it's only going to help her. And Dexter.
Yeah, do you think... well, what would you do if you was in there? What surprises would you throw at the other housemates?
Do you know what I would do? And I really want them to do this anyway. But when they do... when they do noms one week, I want them to nominate normally in the diary room, but Big Brother doesn't tell them who's up for eviction. So they all go through the whole week thinking it could possibly be their last week, and they all pack, they all sit down waiting to hear whose name is called.
That is brilliant!
And nobody, they don't go, these are the 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, or number
or whatever.
1, but, you know, they say, we're not telling you this week. All
Guys,
get ready
do we want to see that? Well, listen, we absolutely adore you, and you look beautiful as ever. Give it up for the gorgeous Emma Willis, everyone!
Oh, thank you. Still to welcome. I'll be heading into the phone room with Emma to take your calls. Plus, we get to grips with the latest goings on in the house.
We'll see you on the other side of this. Take care. All right, Mark. What's your chat, babes? Oh, really? No! Sorry, this bitch won't shut up. Welcome back to Bit on the Side. AJ's in the phone room with Emma and they're ready to take your call. Say that again, I can't believe it.
Thanks, Mylan. Yes, I'm here with Emma. Happy anniversary!
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my word, how long's it been?
We've been married 5 years today. Not you and me and my husband.
5 years.
5 years.
And how long before that? The courting
4 years
period?
before that.
9 years, eh? Still going strong.
Trying.
I love.
I feel like you've got some kind of surprise weird thing going on.
I know, surprise. She's in love. Now, the callers, please. Who's on line 1?
We've got Liv from Canada.
Liv from Canada?
Liv's live from Canada.
Liv?
Hi, guys.
Hey!
Hey, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to Emma Willis.
I'm in.
Hold on, what about AJ?
And AJ, I'm sorry, I'm just a huge Emma fan.
Oh,
hi, guys.
I'm a huge AJ fan.
Oh, cheers. And I'm a huge Liv fan. Canada, all the way. You had a special day the other day as well. Canada Day. That's a fact.
Oh, yeah. Wow, well done.
Yeah, cheers.
That's pretty amazing.
Thank you. No one else knew. You could tell from
I
the
was going to say, Independence Day was yesterday, and that's American.
Yeah, no, Canadian Day. Anyway, what have you got to say, Lisa? Liv?
So, okay, so I'm really excited for the Safe House because I was a huge fan of the bed sit in season 5.
Yeah.
But I was really hoping for a no naked jacuzzi nest type of moment when Wolfie and Dan went in there because they seem to really, they can't take the criticism, whereas Dexter and Gina kind of, it doesn't seem to bother them so much.
They've got quite thick skins, haven't they?
Yeah, or at least they try to show that way, whereas Dan would just lose it, and so would Wolfie if they heard anything.
I think the good thing, though, about Gina and Dexter is they're quite manipulative.
Exactly.
Whereas I don't know if Dan and Wolfie would have been quite as mean as possibly Dexter and Gina might be.
We want to see drama when they get reintroduced back in the house. That's what we're trying to do here.
That's true. I am waiting. I can't wait for that. But so I love Big Brother UK. It is my favorite show. It's nothing like the ones we have here. But can I just make a small plea to the great British public?
Quickly!
Please stop voting out the great characters. It seems like everyone seems to be voting with their emotions, and we really want to keep the great characters. And listen to Paul and Dan, BBBOTS veterans. Listen to them.
I agree. I
never
agree,
disagree with
We
them.
have got to
They
go,
are
though. I'm
amazing.
so sorry to cut you off.
Glasses man has got his own fans in Canada.
We've got to go, but thanks, Liv, from Canada, all the way from Canada. Who's on line 2?
We have Lisa from Plymouth.
Lisa from Plymouth. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Come on, talk to me. What have you got to say?
I just think that when they come out of the secret house that they definitely need to do, like, more chores than normal. I think secrets and lies, I think secrets and punishment sometimes. Because Gina does not like cleaning dishes or anything. I think if she's getting her food cooked for her, her dishes done, I think you need
Well,
to.
to be
You need
fair-
to pay, I think like you need to like do something when you come out to like be
To
a bit
make
more
them
part
pay
of
for the
it.
luxury that the public have voted for. No,
Yeah.
Lisa, that's not how it works.
Then again, it is secrets and lies, so anything could happen.
Exactly. It's true.
We treat them 1 minute and then we punish them the next.
Exactly.
A little tease, you are.
But I did really want Wolfie and Dan to go in because
Oh, so you're disappointed as well.
They're the two secret moles everyone's saying, and Dan's like, now he's already on it already. Oh, I know something else is happening. I know, like. He's anxious already, so...
He is really on it, though, isn't he?
He is.
His intuition is pretty spot
on point. And we've got time for one more caller.
Okay, thank you, bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye. Do we have one more?
We've got Josh from Wales.
Josh from Wales, quickly.
He'll do.
Hello. Yeah, I think Hazel's playing the game plan, and I think that when they're both in the safe room, there's going to be Dan and Hazel. They're going to be like the figureheads of the house.
Yeah. Well,
and I think as soon as Gina and Dexter come out of the safe room, it's going to completely spin the house off because they're going to be armed with all this information.
Why do you think Hazel's playing a game?
Because she seems to just manipulate people. Because when Dan went up, she completely left him.
Oh, and then she'll go crawling back. Well, that's what we want to see. We want to see manipulation and drama. Thanks for your call. And thanks
bye,
for
Josh.
We've got to go. That's all we've got time for today. I'm back in the phone room tomorrow, so if you want to get something off your chest, put it on my flat chest. I'm here for you. Big Brother related only, of course. Details are on the screen right now.
You're nice.
Yeah, cheers. Right, let's chat and more action, I say. Here's an exclusive just for you.
Are you ready?
We need sound effects.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh. He's doing the sound. Oh, my God.
We're going back now. Over the top. Right, we're hanging, we're hanging. Here we go.
Anyone know what that was about? No, neither do I. Right, let's forget that. Well, I think it was a roller coaster, but I'm a little bit concerned. Why?
Luke said something that's quite funny.
Go on, Luke.
Oh, so not funny now that you've just said that. It looked like a mass climax, let's be realistic. They all got together in the garden and thought, let's hold it in.
You're disgusting.
Oh, no. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. It's Channel 5.
Listen, let's ask some questions about tonight's show. So, Nina,
Yep.
Dexter said Callum's niceness was a little bit creepy. Do you agree with that?
And also Dan said it was an awkward niceness, which was a very awkward phrase anyway. I think it's because you can't read Dexter. Dexter he's complete Teflon. Whatever you throw at him, he takes. Except we've seen tonight, he really is very underneath that shiny exterior. He's really got huge emotions about the whole thing, and it really matters to him because Gina took it all really brilliantly, but Dexter was really upset.
It meant a lot to him. You could see that
It meant an awful lot to him.
Maybe too much.
So yes, I can see why they would think he was creepy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, there you go. I mean, and do you know what? It is intense in there. You've been in there, Luke. You know it's
I agree.
right. And it does mean a lot to people. It meant a lot to me.
Yeah, but Ryan, I mean, you won as well.
Oh, yeah, well,
You won it, so.
Well, yeah, well, I did win, but let's not go there. I'm a winner. Tina, you said that Charlie had lost faith in him. Do you think she was right to lose faith in him?
I think she just got freaked out by his 100 women, mother-daughter thing.
And maybe him stroking her all the time.
Yeah, he's a bit handsy, touchy-feely. I think she's a bit like, get away, you're a
Need
bit...
my personal space, my mum is over there.
Exactly, you're sort of...
touch her.
Too needy, and he cries, and maybe she likes more like girl,
Maybe she wants a bit more...
Maybe she wants a real man, but do you lot think Callum is genuine?
Yes!
Yes! No! Who's saying no?
I'm saying
this
no.
lady with the see-through top. Right, come on, hit me.
I don't think he's genuine because if you're a genuine person, you don't have to keep saying that you're genuine all the time.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
So,
but he has to explain himself, to be fair. Everyone's against him. Who thinks he is genuine? Right. Hit me.
I do. I just think he's genuine. He's a nice guy, but
why?
For some reason, I don't know. Because
he tells us.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, because a lot of people, for some reason, they don't think he is. So he's just saying that he is. Doesn't mean that he isn't.
I don't buy that.
He's just reiterating the fact that he is genuine, and people don't think he's genuine. Is that what you're saying?
No.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Anyway, relations between Gina and Wolfie have turned right around. On camera. Let's take a look.
love you.
I love you too, babes.
Sally was your bestest friend before, and I was like, well, Jill. Still love you anyway, regardless. I'll always love you. I wouldn't stay in the house if you wasn't here. Lesbian fun times in the Savoy.
Hell yeah, she's on it now.
We can't ever, like, not do that. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you.
Why is Wolfie no longer your best friend in the house?
Because Wolfie, you know that you're not. Wolfie, she's just not a nice person. Now she's getting really cocky as well when saying, oh, I'm safe.
Gina's like my best friend in the house, and even she's constantly on it for me.
I know how I want to go.
Oh. changed. This is the turnaround we're talking about. Luke, why do you think that their relationship has just dramatically changed?
Maybe Gina's going off fish. I honestly, I don't know. They've got they've got a tray of fish.
Are you on about the mackerel?
No, of course I'm on about the mackerel.
That's fine, then.
What else would I possibly be on about? But no, God. But no, I just think, yeah, I think it's changed because, you know, Ryan, relationships change every 2 seconds when you're at house. You love somebody, you tell them you love them after half a day of knowing them, and then you hate them within 2 days later. I think relationships change all the time. I just think Wolfie's becoming very insufferable to live with.
She has changed.
And I have to say this,
much.
I can't hear her say the word victim anymore. She's not a victim. No natural disaster has happened to Wolfie, I don't think. So she's not a victim. Nobody's bullying her. She's not being victimised. She's a
Listen, if she was being victimised and she was being bullied, Big Brother would have pulled someone up and they would have got a formal warning.
Exactly.
So, you know, but when she first went in, I thought, oh, give her a chance. Good on her.
We called her the people's princess.
She's accepted what she is. But now I
people's
can't stand her. She's like a great compost heap smoking. She just is and all this. Well, if she rummages in her shorts once more, I'm going to throw her. She just is so horrible. She's just so horrible. And she's completely self-deluded. She is completely self-deluded. I mean, if she's so in tune with nature and animals, why is her favourite thing gutting fish? Why does she eat meat?
Yeah, well, you know, each to their own.
What do you lot think about Wolfie? I was just having a casual little seat there. Right, come on, hit me. Oh, look at this guy, the leopard. What do you think?
Wolfie's getting on my tits.
And he hasn't even got any. Why?
She's too cocksure of herself, and I can't wait until she gets evicted out. And
wow, strong opinion. What are you saying?
Like, to try and be the outsider and try and get sympathy votes by being like a freak sort of thing.
Okay. So she's trying to be a victim to get your votes, but it's not working. It is not working. Well, thank you very much, everyone.
Don't go anywhere because coming up, Luke is going to go and see how Gina and Dexter are settling into their new safe house, and we're going to catch up with Big Brother's very own Victor and Aisling. Know yourself. We'll see you after this. I love that. Welcome back to Big Brother's bit on the side. Now, although we'd never cheat on the main show, we are developing a bit of an awkward set of romantic feelings for neighbours.
Talking of neighbours, Luke is in the camera runs by the safe house, checking out what's going on. Luke, what's happening?
Luke?
Yes. Hi, hello.
You all right?
Yeah, they've wrapped me up like Mother Teresa whilst I, look, basically, Dex, I have no idea. Dexter's eating something. We've also got, I think I can see his legs. He's got very, very thin legs. Rylan, you've got thin legs, but his legs like disgustingly thin.
Lovely lime salt.
Gina is, she's put her feet on the bed. That's nice. And they look as though they're having a great time. It's like a girl's sleepover. I think they're eating cheese and some strawberries, and they're absolutely loving the luxury of basically Big Brother Savoy.
Do you wish that you was in there?
I wish right now I was in there on my own, not with those two, just on my own. Make a big
Luke, remember, keep quiet because you're going to be checking out the main house in a bit.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you.
Oh, you cheers.
Lovely. Now, this year's housemates are just getting used to the latest twist, but two people who know all about being in secret rooms and the evil mind of Big Brother are our ex-housemates, Victor and Aisling, everyone!
Welcome! I mean, what's with the fancy dress, guys? You look like Captain Morgan and Gabrielle.
Well, that's what I am now. I'm a Gabrielle impersonator.
We're Bond villains.
I love that.
I like it.
And she had a dodgy encounter last night, which led to that.
I do not want to know. I don't want to know.
He's wearing it in honour of me, and I appreciate it. Thank you, bruv.
See, housemates
thank
stick
you.
together.
Lovely. Now,
Love
Aisling,
that.
in Big Brother 7, you were in the secret house.
Yes, I was.
How
amazing.
must Gina and Dexter be feeling?
They don't look as excited as I was, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was ecstatic. Gina looked like she didn't really care either way. She was like, am I going? Oh, no, I'm staying. It didn't seem like she was that bothered.
She is used to the life of luxury, that girl.
They will love it. Once it's sunk in, they'll be like, oh, my God. And the fact that they can watch everyone and then go back and that's so empowering.
Ultimate
and
power.
they are feisty characters, so watch when they get back in.
Watch when they get back in. With a click. With a click.
It's going to be trouble.
Victor, in BB5, one of my favourite twists ever was the bed sit with Emma and Michelle.
Not so much for me.
No, I know, not so much for you.
It
But
was
obviously,
great
they were in the
viewing
bed
pleasure.
sit and you were in the main house. Did you ever feel, whilst they were in there, after you thought that they'd been evicted, that you were being watched by other housemates?
Towards the end of the task, when I was getting royally absolutely fucked over, I did think, you know what, something's going
Well,
on.
the cold showers.
The cold showers,
yeah.
people throwing eggs in people's beds, chilies in chocolate cakes. Do you know, those things like that? It was really getting to me. Toilet paper getting taken away, and I need a lot of toilet paper, by the way, as well. Just thought I'd say that, I do. Listen, it's past the watershed. This is how I do. Right? I went in the diary room and I said, listen, Emma and Michelle went out together. I know the game. If you're taking 2 housemates out for a double eviction, they go out one at a time.
Yeah.
They went out together.
And that's why we changed it to 9.
See?
Sick.
Oh, my word. It was because
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
Slick Vic, there we go. Ashley, how do you think Dexter and Gina will do?
I think they'll do good. I think they're, like I said before, they're both feisty, so they're going to use it to empower them. They're going to go back in the house and start running things in the house because they'll know what everyone's been saying about them. Gina will love the luxury, and I love Gina, so I want her to be happy. Put her in luxury. She deserves it. She's just fantastic.
Do you think Dexter's going to use it like a major gameplay?
Yeah, he will. Any
Power.
tiny little thing Dexter's like with Callum. Look how he manipulates and abuses the poor guy.
Callum's not the sharpest tool in the knife box. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest.
Well, what do you think? What do you think about? How do you think them two are going to get on in there?
What, the 2 of them in there? Well, Dexter was the baller. Let's be honest, right? So
Dexter can't ball anything.
I think Dexter's like, you know, like a mannequin where they got just that smooth bit at the bottom.
Yeah,
That's what I think. I don't think he's got a willy on. I think he's just got that smooth bit.
That. We
Do
want
you
to
know what I mean?
how
Look,
they're going to do.
enough of this nonsense.
Now,
I think they're
Ashley,
gonna do
True
although-
talk. Come on, no, real talk. I
Real
think
talk.
Dexter, I don't think he knows what he's doing, but whatever he's doing, it's working.
Yeah.
It's coming across, it's working on the outside.
It is.
And to be fair, the 2 of them are the most likely 2 that you would hate because they've come from money and they're the easy to hate, isn't it? There's an easy target, thank you.
Yeah.
But we've all turned around and loved them. So.
Well, I mean, you know, we say this, we're going to love them. They are cooped up in a tiny little room.
It is so small in there as well.
You know, the best part of the week.
Yeah.
How are they going to cope? Do you reckon they're going to be at each other?
No, I don't think they will.
That's what
because...
Dexter wants, isn't it? If it was me in there with Gina,
with each other.
she can wah-wah. That's what I got to say. It'll be going
No,
down.
they're used to a small, confined space now. They've been in Big Brother for 3 weeks. It's tiny. They're going to be used to it. It's going to be fine. And they're just going to be taking advantage of the situation, so they'll
And
be
of each other,
conspiring with each other. And well, get your head out of the sewer, mate.
Exactly. Why would you even want to see that?
Listen, do you think, Victor, let's be
Put your eye
serious.
patch back on.
He's lost his eye patch.
Eye patch
Everyone's going to be
has gone
around.
Devastated.
No, let's be serious. You didn't know, obviously, in the beginning that Emma and Michelle were in the bed sit. Now we've got Detective Dan, and the series is called Secrets and Lies. Do you think they're going to get rumbled? Because that wall between the garden and the safe house is that thin.
So
To be honest, like, all truth, you know, all jokes aside, Dan is quite a discerning character.
What does that mean?
Look
what
it
does
up.
discerning mean? I don't know what it means.
Dan's the type of guy who questions everything. He's the sort of guy who goes to a vampire movie and complains people are being bitten in it. Do you see what I mean? As the week goes on and things continue to start going awry, Dan will start questioning things, I think, personally speaking.
OK. So maybe if anyone's going to suss it, it's going to be Dan. Dan the man.
By accident.
By accident, OK.
Not through any analytical or Columbo-type tactics. He kind of blunders into things, you know, just by a scattershot of investigative, you know, asking loads of questions. Yeah, he will, but, I mean, it's been done. So if you've got half an iota of a brain cell, a lobotomized sea urchin could figure this out, do you know what I mean?
All right.
Hopefully Margaret the oyster might be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Swaps, you know, you should swap some of the housemates with Margaret the oyster.
Margaret is the ultimate fan.
Maybe more exciting, maybe. Now, Ashley, what was it like when you went back into the house?
Well, I had a breakdown, didn't I?
You was in bits.
You
I
was in a state.
literally, no, and that was genuine. I was having a traumatic experience because I had to get rid of someone that I really liked, and I felt bad about it.
It was hard.
So, but once that was passed, a little bit of me was a little bit like, to all the ones that hated me because their faces were like, you know, it's empowering.
Do you think Gina and Dexter will have the same sort of feelings that you did when you re-entered there?
But even more so, they won't have the breakdown. They'll just go back in there thinking they're the top dons, like.
And also, they've come out to a crowd. That doesn't normally happen.
No,
Emma and Michelle, they went through a side door.
Yes.
They've come out to a crowd.
It makes a massive difference.
It does.
Seeing other people, like.
Gives you a positive boost.
They have got their upper hand over everyone. Well, listen, guys,
and they think they're loved, but sorry.
Well, let's see.
They are
Let's see, they are loved. Give it up for Victor and Ashleen, everyone. Love these two.
Still to come, we've got the very latest news for you. Plus, Luke is still lurking round those camera runs. But first, how are the housemates faring in the main house after Gina and Dexter's departure?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Well, they love Gina.
I love Gina.
Yeah, fair play.
But fair play to Gina, she always spoke her mind.
She did. She was probably entertaining. Look, at the end of the day, she is gone, but fair play.
Yeah, no, she's gone, but she would, you didn't really like her.
No, it wasn't. No, everybody gets that wrong. I didn't dislike Gina. No. I don't like people who only see money. That's what I don't like. I don't like people who can't wash their own clothes, who can't pack their own suitcase, who need to spend 18 days in a month. I don't agree with that. That's
Jealous.
We had a bit of a...
Jealous.
It wasn't on the same wavelength. I never tried.
Jealousy. I always washed up after myself all the time. What a jealous bitch.
Did you wear the crowd then? Yeah. Did you wear the booze?
Do you like her? Do you like her? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good, it slaves you on.
Yeah, man, definitely. Any response is better than no response, you know?
Yeah, you just... Were you surprised? Were you surprised?
A little.
I want to know what you've done to get booed.
No, deep down inside, I think she's probably a nice woman. But it's just because she's covering up for her own insecurities. I don't think she's an actor. I just think that she lies a lot and overplays things.
I'm sorry, but if someone can make other people suffer that are smokers for like 3 days, she's a horrible person. That was horrible.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Rylan, all I said was that you were really good tonight and you're a little ray of bubbly sunshine. Pull yourself together. Chill out. Here's today's news.
I'm fine. At 10:58 this morning, Wolfie chose to come clean about yesterday's task to Jackie Travers, but it seemed that her abilities are a bit more limited than she would have liked us to believe.
I mean, I was, like, with the task, I was kind of a bit annoyed at first because I was like, I'm not psychic.
Yeah.
You know, you can't speak to animals in that way. But at least I guessed one right, because it was just a guess.
Yeah.
You know? I just kind of went with the mood of what everyone was feeling.
It was a guess then, so you sort of...
That's what I mean.
You didn't get anything from the animals.
You can't talk to an animal like that. I got a lot of messages, but only for me. You know, when you speak to an animal, they can teach you a message about something that you need in your life. But you can't just force opinions on them and then work out what they've said, you know? Genuinely was just an educated guess.
You know, that was a pretty good guess, wasn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, I got mackerel, so...
Yeah, who cares? You got mackerel. I loved it.
Hold up a minute. She can't talk to animals. You liar, Wolfie. You liar.
Calm down. Let it go, Rylan, let it go. At 12:16 this afternoon, the twins got back to doing what they do best over the dinner table. Not eating, bickering. Liar.
Joe. Eat, swallow, then cut. Take your time. You've sat down for what? 1 minute and 30 seconds, and 3/4 of your plate is gone.
Are you going to carry on embarrassing me in front of everyone?
It's not embarrassing.
Are you going to carry on embarrassing me in front of everyone?
No.
You said about my hair, now you've done this. That's twice you've embarrassed me in 1 minute and 30 seconds, as you just mentioned.
I was only saying my opinion.
Shut
Joe.
up!
No. I was saying my opinion. You haven't even said thanks for cooking it yet. Have you? Are you gonna? Or are you just gonna be rude? You're gonna be impertinent, are you? Or you're gonna say thank you? You've got to say thank you to me and Jackie, because you haven't done that yet.
You normally say thank you at the end.
You're being absurd.
You normally say thank you at the end.
No, you say thank you when you sit down, especially when it's been waiting there for you that long. You sit down and you go,
stop trying to overtalk me.
Then you start.
Lower your tone, strengthen the argument. Lower your tone, strengthen the argument. Lower your tone, strengthen the argument. Lower your tone, strengthen the argument.
Mate, you've got
lower your tone and strengthen your argument. I've told you what to do. 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 I'm not shouting at you, Jack. You know this isn't me shouting at you. I'm not mugging myself off. You've embarrassed me twice. You've embarrassed me twice. You've mugged me off. Not me. You've mugged me off twice. You've mugged me off twice. You've done it to me twice. It's not your opinion. You've mugged me off. So what's that got to do with an opinion? Me eating my sausage. What's that got to do with an opinion?
Look, you're making... What is it sausage? You're being Murray.
No, but you actually normally say thank you at the end, right? You normally say thank you at the end. Normally say thank you at the end, all right? Shave your ponytail.
Oh, my word. I, for one, cannot wait to go around the house for tea when they get out. Genius.
Let me touch up your at 5:16 this afternoon, Charlie, Callum and Jackie Travers gave some timely relationship advice to Daly, but is it too late?
But do you think I've messed things up now?
No. All right, let me say it as it is. Hazel knows the score. You know, she knows the score. She knows you're involved at the moment. And if there's a connection there and you turn out to be single, then there's no reason why later on, you know. But don't you kick yourself if you jump in with both feet. You kick yourself and assume the worst. If you lose the faith now, you'll kick yourself afterwards. Just be that respectful, popular guy that you are.
And like I said to you the other day, just remember, if you sat at home watching and it was your girlfriend in here, how would you want to be treated? Always remember that. Would you mind having a few kind of stuff? No. Would you mind any, you know, when it gets a bit beyond, a bit too much? Yes, you would mind. So just, that's fine, but just not.
Rubbing lotion on your back and stuff like that. You just mentioned that as one of the faux pas. It's not a problem with that. You can get any of the girls in this house to rub oil on your back.
Weird to do that. That's why I ain't done it
You're
yet.
not used to it. You're not used to having close female friends. Do you know? What do you think, girls?
I don't agree with you, actually.
Really?
No.
OK. That's cool, that's cool.
No.
It's just a matter of opinion, isn't it?
If I had a boyfriend in here and I was looking on the outside and someone kept doing that and...
I kept doing it, maybe.
Yeah, and...
Do you think...
I think there's a fine line.
When Jackie Travers gives you advice, you bloody well listen, young man. You bloody well listen. And that's all you need.
That's your lot. So that was today's news, but what is happening right now, Luke?
Hi, hello, yes, I just watched Dan rub lotion on himself from the bedroom.
How was
He's
that?
moved to the garden.
Amazing.
Rylan would be very, very jealous at this point. They look as though they're about to sing Kumbaya in the garden. And apparently Dan and Hazel think something's going on. Well, I think something's going on between Dan and Hazel. Somebody should check, by the way, that Dan is actually gay. I know he had his boyfriend on the phone, but I'm just saying, Hazel wants a piece of Dan.
I can go in and check if you want.
I'd love him to be straight. I'd
bet you
absolutely love him to be straight.
Listen, you've got enough, all right? Luke, thank you so much, babe. We absolutely loved having you on tonight. Be
Thank
quiet.
you.
But if you fancy going in, just go through the fire escape.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go in now. See ya.
We'll see you on tomorrow night's main show. Love you. Mwah.
See you, bye-bye.
Love Luke.
Oh, Luke was great. Now you, Ian.
Hello.
Beat Luke.
Yeah. I'd love to beat Luke.
Doing that.
Twitter.
Talk digital and Twitter.
The safe house. It's got to be said, right, when this twist was announced, people were sceptical. People weren't sure. But based on what's happened tonight, people are loving it. It's really positive.
Oh, yeah.
Really positive
Eating your
reaction
words.
Well, not so much that.
Not
but
actually.
The proof is in the pudding. And Queen Simi says the underdogs have gone undercover.
The underdogs have gone undercover. That is a strong tweet.
Lucy Oakey, Dexter's reaction was priceless. This is brilliant.
Yeah, right.
And Shelley Williams says, well done to everyone who voted the right people to go in the safe house. Now sit back and watch some pucker, first-class telly.
We're not really supposed to say what we think, but we did have this chat today. We really wanted it to be Dexter and Gina as well.
Well, what I think
to say what we think.
Yeah,
we don't have
no,
to
but
be
we don't have to
impartial.
say it before it happens. But I'm really glad
what
it's
it'll do
them
now
two.
is it's going to mix up nominations next week because Gina and Dexter have been getting all the noms both weeks so far.
It's so
We're going to see more
different.
people getting nominated.
We're going to see different people up.
I can't wait.
What else has been going down?
Well, if you want to see how they're getting on in the safe house, get online. We've already got 3 or 4 exclusive clips up.
Exclusive.
That's going to continue all night. That's going to continue all weekend.
That's channel5.com/Big Brother. Or download it on your app.
Yeah,
on your smartphone.
Get the app.
On your smartphone, or on your
She's on it.
You can watch it on a big screen.
On all of it.
It's brilliant.
All right, we plugged it. We plugged the app. Thank you. Oh, that's your lot for tonight. Thank you to all of our guests. I'm back tomorrow night with Bit on the Psych with Ian Lee, Dr. Funky, Kate Marlowe and Judy James.
And plus, I'll be supersizing your Sunday lunch up at 12:55 with Hugo Taylor and that bird from Eurovision, Krista Siegfried. She was the one in the wedding dress that kissed the bird like this. Like that. Lovely.